Welcome to Mindful Yoga with Noelle. Hi, my name is Noelle, and I'm here to talk to you about pranayama, which is breath work. And we are going to work on a balancing breath work today called Ujjayi breath. You might have heard of this breath work being called the Darth Vader breath or an oceanic breath. So we're going to work through the proper way to do this without getting a sore throat or being really loud in a yoga classroom or getting lightheaded or anything like that. Always check with your doctor before you practice any type of breath work like this. Also, if you are pregnant, I'm sorry, but this may not be the breath work for you because we're heating within and we don't want to bake the baby that way. So Ujjayi breath is very beneficial to our parasympathetic nervous system and the vagus nerve. So it's very balancing to our nervous system. And it is a very strong breath, forceful breath sometimes to stoke a fire, but yet it is very calming and peaceful. The benefits are wonderful. It just makes you gain more energy and think clearer, and you feel more grounded. So the first way to practice it is a seated meditation. And when we work with it with a seated meditation, you want to work with a number ratio. And this is just for example, you could pick out the number that's right for you. You want to breathe in for a count of 6, hold for a count of 3, breathe out slowly for a count of 6, and hold at the bottom for a count of 3. And while you practice this, you want to seal your lips, bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth, not to clench your jaw or your teeth. And you're breathing out through your nose. A lot going on here, right? Don't worry. I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to guide you through this. So as you inhale, you want to feel from the base of your root chakra and bring it all the way up, that energy, to the crown chakra. And you could also imagine the colors of the 2 chakras if you want to, if you're a really visual person. Or you can deal with another chakra if you want to. But Ujjayi breathing really deals with the root and the crown chakra, but there's no wrong or right way. So let's go to the sensation of the breath before I demonstrate this breath. It's a soft, raspy feeling in the back of your throat, which is really a cool feeling if it's done right. It's not supposed to hurt, and it's not supposed to be a labored breath. It's an energizing breath. It's almost like that ocean, and think about water can create electricity. You're kind of doing the same thing with your mind, body, and soul with this breath. So sit up nice and tall, bring your hands to wherever you feel comfortable. Roll the shoulders back. I like to lick my lips first before I seal my lips, and I'm going to demonstrate for you. So I'm going to inhale, exhale. So did you hear that Ujjayi breath, the exhale, that oceanic sound? That's like fogging up a mirror to practice. So if you were to hold your hand in front of you and breathe in and let the breath out, that's what it's supposed to feel like. It doesn't hurt. It's not all tingly in the throat. So let's try it all together as one. So inhale for a count of 6. Hold it up for that 3 count, and then slowly, with your lips sealed, let the breath out for a count of 6. Hold at the bottom for a count of 3, and begin the cycle again with the lips sealed. So I'm going to do it fully so you can watch and listen. Inhale. Kind of pretty, huh? Another fun way to think about this, if you think about that you're breathing in through 2 straws, pausing the breath, and then blowing bubbles into your cup. So if whichever visual works better for you, honor that, take it, whatever is going to work. So again, either visually pulling it up through the body or having that sensation of 2 straws through the nose, pulling the breath in. When you first start with your inhale, sometimes it can feel shorter, the inhale. And when you let the exhale out, it can feel slightly labored. So I'm going to emphasize again, please find the number of breaths that are right for you. Maybe start first with a count of 3 and holding with a count of 1, and then exhaling for a count of 3 and building up more to stoke that fire with your Ujjayi breath. So another way to practice this is in your dynamic yoga practice. So like in a hatha class or a vinyasa class or Ashtanga yoga. And when you start with your breath, you want to start slowly with it, with the slower count, like the baby Ujjayi breath, we can call it, and bring that breath up into its full oceanic, matured breath. And then you bring the breath down as the practice begins to come down that mountain and onto your mat into your Shavasana. And then to let go of the breath. So it's very important to be mindful through your practice to take breaks if you need to. But the benefits are tremendous through your yoga practice using your Ujjayi breath. It warms the body from inside out. So you don't need hot yoga all the time. You have the power to heat your body from within. So when you heat your body from within, you're helping to burn off maybe illnesses, maybe you're opening up fascia ligaments through the body that are maybe holding distress and maybe physical injuries. And this breath can help soften those areas of your body to have that yoga bliss feeling. So it's up to you on your divine path to figure out how your Ujjayi breath is going to work for you. It only might be in maybe some of your standing postures, like Virabhadrasana 1, 2, or 3, your warrior poses, or in a pigeon pose that you feel your hips opening, or a pose that's difficult, the Ujjayi breath might be strong for you. But don't be scared to use this breath during a yin yoga practice or a gentle yoga class. Because sometimes a gentle stretch or a longer stretch, you feel more. And when you feel more and you can focus on that area of your body with that breath, it will release whatever your body, your mind, or your soul needs to release. So this leads to a mantra, breathing with a mantra. Sometimes it's just as simple as when you breathe in, you use the word in, and when you breathe out, you use the word out. So in the yoga practice, you're using that equal ratio. It can also be used with the word peace, shanti. We know that is a universal sound, and it will harmonize you the more you feel that vibration. So it's a beautiful way to incorporate that into your life, to really be that true yoga student, to be that yoga person that walks out the door and feel happy and harmonious to carry the practice out into the real world. So when you breathe in and when you go to the exhale, it will sound more like, a beautiful hum. And it doesn't need to be that loud, just a slight and you feel that come around your body. And sometimes it's kind of fun to feel where in your body you feel that vibration, to get really in tune with your body, to feel the vibration of your breath, of your voice moving through your body intuitively, to feel what needs to be released. Send it down into the earth. Ground it down through your root chakra. Let Mother Earth take whatever needs to be healed, take it, and pull new energy in with the breath. It is, again, I'm going to say it again, a very powerful and meaningful breath. So another way to practice this breath is using color with the chakras, imagining the color of the chakra that you're working on. Typically with the Ujjayi breath, you're dealing with the root and the crown chakra. So you could visualize the color red coming up, going to the color violet, and then setting the color violet down the body. It's endless. Now, the proper amount of time to practice this breath. If you're using it at a meditation, start at your own pace. Set a timer maybe for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and play with it. If you are doing it in a yoga practice, your yoga practice is probably 30, 60, or 90 minutes. So move cautiously with your breath to conserve your energy, not to get dizzy. Now, if you're doing it just to take a break from work, to maybe move your energy around and kind of get that boost through the day that maybe you would do over with a cup of joe, but we're going to replace it with our breath work. Nobody needs to know you're doing it, just taking a breath at your desk. And you're just going to take that breath in and let the breath out. And as you do that, just maybe 3 to 5 times, you'll notice you'll feel slightly re-energized. You'll even come into tune as, am I breathing in and out through my nostrils evenly? So not to rush that inhale. Go smooth. Remember the straw effect? Inhale evenly through those straws. Exhale out and make beautiful bubbles. So let's practice this again. Sitting up nice and tall. You pick if you're going to use a mantra or a color. I'm going to guide you through this. You're going to inhale, pull all the way up, lift the diaphragm, hold the breath. Slowly exhale out through the nose, keeping the lips sealed and pausing the breath. Inhale, bring that breath back in. Pause it at the top and slowly exhale that breath out. All the way. Hold it out and then bring it back in. And continue. So sometimes it's nice to keep a journal, how you feel with your breath work, and maybe like how much you practiced it, how long you practice it, just like how somebody would keep a log if they were training for a marathon or lifting weights, and to write down like how you felt before that breath work and how you felt after work, to keep a journal. It's definitely practice. It's not something you get right away, so be patient with yourself. But please don't get discouraged, because there's so many other types of pranayama, breathwork exercises out there. Fun watching this video with me? Like Mindful Yoga with Noelle and follow me.